Hi, if you've got a washer dryer at home and if you're really struggling to find out how to dry your clothes, so rather than washing and drying, just to dry them, then I'm going to show you how on 4 of the most popular brands. The first one is on a Backo washer dryer. Now on this one, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is just select either synthetic dry or cotton dry. Now synthetic dry has a maximum capacity to dry of 3 kilograms, and as you go around to cotton dry, you have a maximum drying capacity of up to 4 kilograms. I know it does mention over here 7 wash and 4 dry, but you need to make sure that you only put in either 3 or 4 kilograms. All that will happen is if you put the full 7 kilogram capacity of washing in there to dry, then it would just take a long time to dry and it might not dry as efficiently as it should do. What you can do is you can also set how you want to dry the clothes. First of all, you've got manually time drying, so that's where it will just dry for 30 minutes without using any sensor. Next one is an hour and a half, and then you've got 2.5 hours. So that's just where you put clothes in and it will just dry for that specific time. Now the beauty of a lot of tumble dryers and washer dryers on the market now is that they have something called sensor dry. And what that will do is that will detect the moisture content within the clothes, and it will either increase or decrease the drying time as to when it should be dry. The main advantage is you're not over or under drying the clothes, because there's nothing more frustrating than keep going to the dryer and realising they need longer to dry, or even over drying because it's just wasted energy for you. So if you press the drying button here, then it will just toggle between 3 different options. First of all, you've got extra dry, then you've got cupboard dry, and then iron dry. So 3 different options, and if I just go back and show you, then initially it says 3 hours 20, 2 hours 55, and 2 hours 20. With a cupboard dry and an extra dry, these 2 options are ideal to take your clothes out of the washer dryer and put them straight into a cupboard. With the iron dry, which is the option here, this one is ideal for ironing straight away. So what it will do is it will leave the clothes slightly damp, and then you can take the clothes out of the washer dryer and then go in and iron them, which can make life so much easier when it comes to the ironing. On a Samsung washer dryer, once you've turned the machine on and it's sung a little song to you, then all you need to do is turn it round to one of the programs here. You've got 3 options. First one, I suppose the main one, is the cotton dry option. This is for general drying, and depending on the capacity of your washer dryer will depend on the amount of clothes that you can put in. So for example, on this machine, this is a 9 kilogram machine, the maximum capacity I can put in of drying is 6 kilograms. If you've got smaller loads, so for example if you've got a 7 kilogram washer dryer in the Samsung range, then the maximum capacity you can put in is 4 kilograms. Anyway, so for this one, this is for general drying. The main other option you've got is cupboard dry or manually time drying. So the cupboard dry, as I said on the Backo washer dryer, is where you can take things out of the washer dryer and then put it straight into a cupboard. And apart from that, if you press that, then this is manually timed, so that will just dry for 30 minutes, 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then back to the standard time. You have got other options around here, so synthetics drying, that's ideal for low temperature drying cycle for heat sensitive garments. And then the next program is this one called Air Wash, and this is really good cycle for removing bad odours from clothes. So if you've been out into say a smoky atmosphere, and if you just want to ideally just get the odours out of the clothes, then just pop it in and use that program rather than having to wash it. This is on a hotpoint-washer-dryer. Now what you need to do first of all, and it's not very clear from the display, is you need to select the fabric that in theory you would want to wash. And then what you do is you select the dry only program. So on this one, so if you wanted to dry say cotton items, then select the cotton, although that's for the washing, and then by pressing the dry only, then that will just get rid of the washing side. And from there, all you need to do is press the drying level, and that will just toggle between several options. So A3 is cupboard dry, and then A2 is hanger dry, so that's ideal where you could just take the clothes out of the washer dryer and just pop them straight onto a hanger. So they don't need to be dried completely. And then as you go to A1, then that's iron dry, and again that's where you take the clothes out and they will be left slightly damp, ideal for ironing. But what you can do after that is you have got manually time setting, so these are in minutes. So if you wanted something on for example 30 minutes, then just enable that and then press the start button. But as you go from that, and then it just goes back to the sensor dry options. And then it's the same process, so if you wanted to tumble dry your synthetics, then just rotate it round to synthetics, enable the dry only option, and you've got the same manually timed or auto settings here. And this is on a Bosch washer-dryer. So what you need to do, once you turn the machine on, then select one of the left-hand options here. First one is intensive dry. And with intensive dry, this is where you're going to dry garments with a higher temperature. And what you can do is you've got the drying target button down the left-hand side here, and that will just toggle between 3 different options. So first of all, you've got the cupboard dry plus, then you've got iron dry, and then cupboard dry in the middle. So with cupboard dry plus, that's where it'll get everything completely dry that's ready to take out and put into your cupboards. Iron dry will leave everything slightly damp so that you can take it out and then you can iron it straight away. And then cupboard dry in the middle is similar to the cupboard dry plus, but it doesn't dry for as long as the cupboard dry plus option, as you can see, from 2 hours up to 2 hours 10. And then as you come around to the next option, gentle dry, this is very similar to the intensive dry as far as these 3 options, but with gentle dry, these are ideal for drying items at a lower temperature, for example things like synthetics. And then my time dry is a manually timed program, and what you can do is you can set your time manually on the right hand side here, so it just goes up in 10-minute increments for however long you want to dry. I need to stand up now because I've spent way too long down the other end of the showroom on my hands and knees for the last hour or so recording this video. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you have got another washer dryer that you're struggling with, so if you've got another washer dryer that I've not covered in those 4 brands that you're struggling to find out how to use the dry only programs, then pop it in the comments and hopefully I'll try and help you. As always, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. And part of the reason for making this video is from the questions and the comments on other videos that I made. So thank you very much. Anyway, thanks for joining me today.